Thank you, Sam, for joining me and looking quite nervous about this. But we both know this is going to make somebody very happy to see your video.
Absolutely.
So, what is it about care that you really like? Why did you get into this job? Tell me about your Cephas Care. Oh, first of all, please introduce yourself and your role.
So my name's Sam Macey. I'm Head of Adult and Community Services Registered Manager, who oversees all of supported housing, community and home care.
I joked with Rhiannon about how many badges and that we have over the years. How long have you worked for this company for?
20 years.
So how many badges do you have?
Oh gosh, senior support worker, deputy team leader, cluster manager, head of service, area manager, and then head of adult and community services. Yes. So a fair few.
Fair few over that Cephas journey. Yep. Why have you come into the care section? What do you like about this job?
I like to be able to make a difference to somebody's life. I like to be able to see that by giving them something to enjoy and go out and do stuff is better than somehow it used to be in care.
Mm-hmm.
So they're accepted more in community now.
We worked really, really hard, haven't we? Because you've worked from the ground up as well. You started as a support worker.
I did.
And gone out and done lots of different things, lots of different activities with people. You're not just, again, you're like one of these people that started from the bottom and worked their way up to the position you're on now.
I did, yes.
Is it just a job?
No. Care could never be a job because you can't be in care if you don't care. So you have to take it home with you because you think of those people all the time and whether they're having the right support, whether they're getting the things that they need, whether they're having the right support, whether they've got enough staff, all of those things come into
How do you go about supporting your team, and who do you see as your team?
So my management team that work alongside me and my support workers, most importantly, because they're out there on the front line working with them all the time. But everybody else, training department, recruitment department are key to making sure that we can provide enough care, payroll to make sure our staff get paid correctly, all of those things, even down to the cleaners, the cooks, all of those old cogs all have to work to make it go round.
I've worked with you over a number of years. What are some, over the Cephas journey and the different hats and different things you've had on, what are some of the things you're the most proud of, the ones that make you really smile? When you think about the guys you've supported, taking them places, doing stuff, what things are you most proud of?
Probably taking a customer on her first ever holiday. She wanted to go on an aeroplane.
An aeroplane? Surely we can't support people to do such things. How do we go about risk assessing that?
Well, it was very difficult, not going to lie, because she is a young lady with very complex needs, but that was her wish. She used to stand outside in the garden and say, "Me holiday on an aeroplane," and she used to point up to the sky, and we managed to arrange it and took her to Disneyland in Paris, and to watch her for 3 days was it was priceless. You couldn't put that in a bag. And it will always be there as one of my most favourite memories.
Aspirations yourself. Have you finished your journey within care and stuff yet? Are there things you want to do? Or?
Well, I've done lots of qualifications. Currently doing another level 5 in the operational side of the business. So currently working on that, and then probably take another bit of a break because care is busy, and then probably try and do something else. But I'm quite happy in the role that I'm in now because I can still do face-to-face care and I can make a difference.
We've all been having to help out over the COVID period and stuff, and you've been out doing work and stuff as well, haven't you? So it's not just a case of sitting in an office and doing things, it's being out there with everyone doing the same things as everyone else.
Absolutely. I was always brought up that I never ask anyone to do anything I'm not prepared to do myself.
Where do you see yourself? Do you look down the road a little bit, 3-5 years or so? Do you have things that you want to accomplish in that time? Where do you see yourself? Where do you see us as a company?
I suppose to complete my level 5 and then see if there was anything else that I could do to better the carers that we've got and give them additional training. Obviously I train first aid as well, which I enjoy.
Train me in first aid.
I did. So enjoy that side of the things, but the care side is the most important for me. I suppose company-wise, in 3 to 5 years, I'd like to see supported housing grow. I'd like us to take on more customers and be able to change their lives as we have the customers that we currently have.
Anything, if we had a time machine, if we could go back and change stuff, anything you would change? Anything that you'd rather do differently?
I think there's always stuff that you wish you'd have done differently. There's lots of things that have occurred, and so I'd like to change them from happening in the first place. But overall, I think that the company that I work for cares, and that's ultimately why I'm here.
Yeah, I mean, I sit in training a lot and I do a lot of stuff, and if I didn't believe the stuff I was saying, I wouldn't be able to say it. Care is very difficult. And thinking of that, if we have new people coming into care all the time, there's people starting their first journeys into care, what advice would you give someone now thinking of starting to coming into the care for the first time, either straight out of college or if they've done being a painter or decorator before? What's important?
It's important to follow your dream and to follow what you want to do in life. When I first went into people with learning disabilities, I remember turning up to the service that I worked at, and I walked around and I was absolutely petrified. There was a gentleman who'd got a protruding jaw out a window, and that scared the life out of me. And I came out and I said to my mum, I can't do it. And she said, that's all you've gone on about, and she pushed me to do it. And if she hadn't have done what she did on that day, don't think I'd be where I am today. But the moment I walked in the place, I never looked back.
Thank you very much. I know you're very nervous, don't need to be. And we shall see who we can drag into the next one of these chats soon. But thank you very much, Sam. And
you're very welcome.
we'll see you another time.
Thank you.
Thank you.